The heartbeat of history is a rhythm so slow, so deep, and so consistent that most people go their entire lives without ever hearing it. We are conditioned to think in days, in weeks, in fiscal quarters, but history moves in generations. And if you put your ear to the ground right now, on this cold morning of December 1st, 2025, you can hear that heartbeat stopping. We like to think we are special. We look at the monuments in Washington, D.C., the aircraft carriers patrolling the Pacific, and we tell ourselves a comforting lie. This is forever. But it hasn't. We are not special. We are just the latest track on a record that has been playing for 5,000 years. Civilizations are biological organisms. They are born in violence. They grow through commerce. They reach their peak in affluence. They decay through arrogance. And then, without exception, they die. There is a specific number that haunts the grave of every global superpower. That number is 250. It is the expiration date on the side of the empire. Sir John Glubb, the British military historian, called it the fate of empires. He analyzed them all. Assyria, 247 years. Persia, 208 years. Greece, 231 years. The Arab Empire, 246 years. The British Empire, 250 years. It didn't matter if they worshipped Zeus or Prophet. From the moment they ascended to absolute dominance to the moment they collapsed, the clock ran for exactly 10 generations. It is a mathematical certainty. And this is why today, December 1st, 2025, is the most dangerous day of your life. The United States declared independence in 1776. Do the math. 1776 plus 250 is 2026. Next year. We are standing on the precipice of the 250th year. We are in the 11th hour of the final cycle. You don't need a history degree to feel it. You feel it in the grocery store when your paycheck can barely buy a meal. You feel it in the paralysis of a government that is more interested in insider trading than saving the ship. The cycle isn't wrong. It is right on schedule. This isn't political, it's mechanical. The grandfather builds the wealth. The father maintains it. The son squanders it. We are the sons. We inherited the most powerful economic engine in history, and we stripped it for parts. To understand where we are, look at Glubb's final stage, the Age of Decadence. This isn't just about moral rot. In economic terms, decadence is when a society stops producing value and starts financializing it. In Rome, the emperors promised too much, free bread, endless wars. But the gold mines ran dry, so they clipped the coins. They mixed copper into the silver denarius. The face value stayed the same, but the real value vanished. They flooded Rome with fake money. Does that sound familiar? In 1971, we severed the US dollar from gold. We turned the dollar from a store of value into a political weapon. For 50 years, we ran the greatest con in history. We exported paper dollars, the world sent us real oil, cars, and electronics. We lived beyond our means because we held the reserve currency, but we were just writing checks that our grandchildren would have to cash. And now, in 2025, the bill has arrived. The inflation they tell you is temporary is actually structural. It is the mathematical result of printing trillions to plug a hole that cannot be filled. But here is the mechanism of death, the debt spiral. As of today, the interest payments on our national debt are the single largest line item in the federal budget. We are spending more to pay off bondholders than we spend on the military. The greatest empire in history is now subservient to its creditors. When a government borrows money just to pay interest on money it borrowed last year, the game is over. It is a Ponzi scheme, and the new money is stopping. The BRICS nations are dumping treasuries and buying gold. They're exiting the theater before the fire starts. But the most terrifying part of the Age of Decadence is the anesthesia. Glubb noticed that in the final years, the population becomes obsessed with frivolity. In Rome, the mob screamed for blood in the Colosseum while barbarians breached the gates. Today, we carry the Colosseum in our pockets. We have a digital matrix of dopamine loops and manufactured outrage. We argue about pronouns and celebrities while the currency collapses. This is a survival strategy for the elite. A confused, sedated population does not revolt. If you understood what the Federal Reserve did to your savings last week, there would be riots. But you didn't see it. You were watching a viral video. You were taking the anesthesia. The elites are not distracted. Bezos, Zuckerberg, the central bankers, they are preparing. They are selling stocks. They are building bunkers. They are buying gold. They are looting the ship. They are moving assets from paper to reality. They know the clock strikes midnight in 2026. So, here we are, December 1st, 2025, the winter of the American Empire. Next year, 2026, is the sesquicentennial. There will be parades. Politicians will give speeches about the indomitable American spirit. Do not believe them. The math does not care about speeches. The 250-year cycle is undefeated. But here is the secret that can save you. The collapse of a superpower is not the end of the world. It is a transfer. Wealth is never destroyed. It just changes hands. It moves from the ignorant to the prepared, from paper assets to hard assets, from those who trust the crumbling system to those who build their own. In the final years of Rome, families who moved to the countryside, who became self-sufficient, who held gold, they survived. They became the seeds of the next civilization. For the next 365 days, this channel is your manual for survival. We will turn off the circus. We will track the smart money in the dark. We will explore the history they stopped teaching because it contains the map to the exit door. We will talk about protecting your purchasing power, avoiding digital traps like CBDCs, and finding asymmetric bets in the chaos. The winter is here. The cycle is completing. The heartbeat of the empire is stopping, but yours does not have to. Do not be the victim of history. Be the architect of your survival. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. I am the architect, and I will see you tomorrow.